Hey everybody, it's Luke with Figure Me Out, and today we've got something extra special. We've got the Marvel Legends, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Thor Ragnarok 2-pack. That's the SDCC exclusive Marvel Legends pack. We've got the collector on this side, and then on the other side, we've got the Grandmaster. And these look pretty awesome. Can't wait to crack them open. But taking a look at the packaging here first, and it is really unique, interesting packaging. It's in like a big cylinder here. There is one side that's closed and the other side is Velcro together. If we open that up on the inside, we've got a nice poster for Thor Ragnarok, and then we've got a nice poster for Guardians of the Galaxy there. If you want to do the read-up on those, you can go ahead and read that. Pause it now, and pause it now if you'd like. So that's the inside of the box. On the top, we've got the Marvel logo on either side embossed, and there is some kind of patterning behind that too. I don't know if you can see that too much on the camera, but it looks really good. On the bottom, we've got a barcode and a few words. Not a whole lot of words, not as many words as we're used to. But yeah, just take a look at that packaging. Really cool, very unique. Nice design on the sides here. And really cool in the background, how you can see all that extra stuff. I'll kind of pull that out so we can see it too. But you got like a little chair there, a little goo pile, so that's really awesome. Let's go ahead and crack these things open. We'll take them to the light box to take a closer look at the accessories and the paint jobs. Talking about accessories, and first off, we've got the little cube that the Power Stone came in from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's pretty cool. Same thing I think we saw with Star-Lord before, so nothing really crazy there. But the collector also comes with an alternate head sculpt, and this one's pretty cool. It's got the goggles on there from that scene in the movie. The little chin strap is painted pretty nice. The hair looks like it's a separate piece. I think it is, actually. So that looks really good. It's got a little bit of a brush on there to give it a little bit extra color. And one thing that's kind of cool is, I don't know if you can see it very well on video here, but the eye is actually painted. The whole face is painted behind the goggles, and then the goggles are put on afterwards. And they have a nice, you know, silver kind of dry brushing or something like that on there. And that looks really awesome. So that's that. And then the other accessory that we got, if you want to call it an accessory, is his cape and or his cloak, whatever that is. And it looks pretty good. You know, he's got the one arm in it and the one arm out. So it pegs into the back. There's a little peg hole, or a little peg right there. And then the hood's down. It's painted pretty nice. Just kind of a black and white. And then the inside's kind of this bluer, kind of grayish color. So that looks really good. That's the collector's accessories. Now, as far as the Grandmaster, he comes with his little melty staff, the melt stick, whatever you want to call that. It's painted pretty much just like the other one that we got before. Mine was kind of bent at the end. I don't know if that's different in this pack or if mine was just bent. So something to note there. But it does look pretty good. Looks like it did in the movie. And then finally, the last accessory they come with, probably my favorite accessory, is the pile of goo that was the Grandmaster's cousin. So that is awesome. Whenever he poked him and he turned to that pile of, he just melted and turned to that pile of goo. Looks really good. It's got this nice shiny, you know, ness to it. And it's just a solid piece of plastic, but really funny from that scene in the movie. Looks really great. Talking about Grandmaster here, not a whole lot of surprises. If you watch my other video, I reviewed the 2-pack of Grandmaster and Korg, and same body, same everything there. So nothing too crazy there. The big difference is the face. And this face is interesting, at least. He's kind of smiling here, like he's laughing, having a good time. He kind of looks like he's up to something. Kind of looks a little evil, which I guess he's not really a good guy. More like a chaotic neutral, maybe? I don't know. But, yeah, hair looks good. It's a separate piece. He's kind of got like this Joker sort of vibe going on. I don't know. I feel like you could repaint this and it would make a really good Joker figure. But definitely kind of looks like Jeff Goldblum from certain angles. You got to get it just right, get the light to catch it. The teeth, I think, is what's off for me, is the mouth and the teeth. Something just doesn't kind of jive with me there. But overall, pretty good on that. And then the rest of them, as you can see, got the robe there. Oh, this does unplug. And then you can see the inside as well. It's got the fingernails are painted very nicely. The paint on the rest of the figure is very clean. Looking at the back, looks awesome. Got that gold, and at the bottom of the robe it is sculpted kind of going down. It's like I said, exact same thing as the other one, just slightly, you know, slight differences. Toenails painted really nice. Looks like that one's got a chip in it though. But I'll just say he stubbed his toe on something. How's that? Anyway, so that's him. Taking a look at the collector though, and this is the coup de grace. That is Benicio del Toro. From any angle you look at it, that looks awesome. It looks just like him, as far as I can tell. Peg hole in the back for that cape. Just, take a minute and appreciate that face printing technology and how far it has come. Golly, that's good. Anyway, jacket arm is painted really good. Got a single elbow there, a double elbow on the other side. Chest is painted really good. These little beads, everything is just super clean. That's the one thing about SDCC exclusives is they really don't skimp on the paint and everything. I don't think, from my experience, I've only got a couple of them. Yeah, peg hole at the bottom of the feet on either side. And this guy just looks awesome. So let's go ahead and take these guys over to the regular review station and we'll talk about some articulation. But before we talk about articulation, I would like to first just talk about packaging for another second. Once we got them out of the plastic and everything, the backgrounds here, super cool. We've got that chair for the collector, for Grandmaster, excuse me, and the goo puddle, you know, goes on the floor there. This looks great. That's pretty fun. And then on the collector side, we've got the collection room, and you can see back in there, there's a few different things. It looks like it may be one of the dark elves, and then just some other creatures. We got Cosmo up here. So that's really cool. You get kind of a better scene of what all may be in there. I think that's really neat. But anyway, so I just want to touch on that one more second. So, talking about articulation, let's go over Grandmaster first because there's no real surprises there. If you watched my review the other day, you can go over and check that out. It'll be the same articulation on that pretty much. He can look up really good. He can look down really good. You do get this crazy neck thing because his neck is super long for this coat. The coat does come undone. You can get a little better articulation that way. You can crunch forward really good, but the coat kicks out to the back when you do that. You can get back, not so much with that coat on, and even with the coat off, it didn't really want to go back that much. And then you do get side to side a little bit as well in there. Not as much with that coat on. Again, if you want to see that with it off, go check out my other video. Arms come out this far on this side, and this far on this side. I'm going to do these separate since they are different arms. Full rotation on this side. Single jointed elbow comes in about that far. Rotation there, and then the wrists are rotatable, and they hinge side to side as well, up and down. On the other arm, we have a bicep swivel. We have a double jointed elbow comes in pretty good. We've got wrists that hinge back and forward, and there is a full rotation there as well. Already went over the upper torso joint. There's no waist. It's just this joint right here that allows for the rotation, but you do get rotation side to side. The hips, they come out pretty far whenever you get that robe out of the way, but you got to get the robe out of the way first. They kick forward pretty good. They kick back, not so much. There's an upper thigh swivel. There's a double jointed knee that if that robe wasn't in the way, it would come in pretty far, as you can see. And then the ankles are hinged to go down, up, and there's crazy ankle rocker pivot. At the bottom of the foot, there is one of those ball joints, just like the other one from the other day. So there is a rotation there, as well as the ankle pivot. So that's really interesting. And talking about collector over here, both heads are about the same articulation-wise, so we won't really get too far into that. I'm going to set that down for now. Looking at the head, it does go up pretty good. It does go down fairly well. You do get side to side, and you do get a fair amount of pivot in there as well, so very expressive with that, which is great for this character. He has a lot of expressive, a lot of emotion in his face. I think this really sells it. Do get a rotation there as well. I'm going to take the jacket off as well, just for the rest of this. Arms come out, again, two different arms, so we're going to go over both. Arms come out that far. There is a rotation on each. No bicep swivel on this side, single jointed elbow on this side again. I guess these guys like the one arm robe. I think that's kind of cool that it kind of ties them together like that. Never noticed it before, but looks really good. And then the hands are pivoted to go side to side, and there is a rotation there as well. On the other hand, this side, got a bicep swivel. It also does a full rotation. Got a double jointed elbow that comes in pretty much all the way, and then the wrist is hinged to go back and forward, and there is a full rotation in there as well. At the abs, he comes forward the slightest amount. He goes back pretty good. You do get a bit of a weird gap whenever you do that though. So, had to go side to side just a little bit too, which is fair. Got a rotation there, and there is a waist rotation as well at the bottom. Hips go out that far. They kick forward that far. They kick back, not really. They have an upper thigh swivel. They have a double jointed knee. Comes in pretty good. Not great, pretty good though. And then the ankles are hinged to go down They go up, and they have a crazy ankle rocker pivot, and he too has one of those balls up at the top of the ankle. I don't know if this is a new articulation thing that they're trying to do, but I like it. It gives a lot of movement to the ankles, really helps with posing, standing, so that's awesome. For a size comparison, here they are next to a few other Ragnarok figures. We've got Thor, Loki, and then the Gladiator Hulk there. And I think they scale pretty good. You know, Thor being a little bit taller, Hulk being the biggest. That makes sense. Here they are next to the Guardians of the Galaxy. We've got Groot, Star-Lord, Rocket, Drax, and Gamora there. This is from that first wave with their Groot Build-A-Figure. I think they scale really good. They look really good with Collector, and that fits in just kind of how I thought it would in my mind. Here they are next to a few other Guardians of the Galaxy. We've got Star-Lord, that's the second issue of him with the Yeah Baby shirt. We've got Ronan over there. We've got Rocket, again the second version of him. We've got Yondu, and then the Toys R Us exclusive Groot. Here they are next to a few other Marvel Legends figures. We've got the Homecoming Spider-Man. We've got the other version of the Grandmaster there, and you can see pretty much exactly the same. The only thing that's different is the face. So could have been an alternate head in the pack, but I'm not going to gripe too much because that Collector looks so good. We've also got cute little baby Groot down there. And we've got the Bucky Cap body on Union Jack and the Hyperion body on Captain Britain. Finally, for a comparison across a couple different lines, we've got the McFarlane Skull Trooper from the Fortnite series over there. We've got the SH Figure Arts Tony Stark. We've got the Mezco 1/12 Collective Iron Man. And then finally the Padawan Obi-Wan from the Star Wars Black series. So that's it. That's my review of the Marvel Legends Grandmaster and Collector San Diego Comic-Con 2019 2-pack. What did you guys think? Are you going to pick this up? Are you not? I think that if you're not a movie collector, if you don't collect the movie figures, it's definitely an easy pass. Even if you do collect the movie figures, you can still get the Grandmaster at least in a regular 2-pack. So if you can't find this one, you know, don't be too upset about it. Collector is pretty cool though, but it's all new sculpt and everything. I can't imagine that they wouldn't reuse that at some point, if that makes sense. Hasbro likes to reuse things like we all know. But it is a great pack. It's really fun. The box is cool. You know, the figures are cool. The accessories, the little goo pile, I love that. That's awesome. So yeah, if you're at the show, if you're at San Diego Comic-Con, definitely pick one up. If you can get on Hasbro Pulse and you want this, you should be able to get that, I believe. Usually they throw them up on the website, you know, during the con or shortly thereafter. So check that out. But it's a pretty good pack. They've been living on my coffee table. They're going to continue to live on my coffee table. I'm going to mess around with these for another few days, and then they're probably going to go up on the shelf with the Guardians and the Ragnarok respectively. So yeah, just really awesome. Maybe we'll see these guys again in the future, in future movies, and maybe we can get them then. Who knows? That'd be really cool to see a contest of champions with Grandmaster versus Collector. That would be awesome. Am I right? Anyway, leave me a comment, let me know. Hit like, hit subscribe. Check me out over on Instagram, Luke_figuremeout at Instagram.com. Try and post new things pretty regular. And, you know, check out some of my other videos. I've got a lot of stuff. I try and keep new content coming pretty regular. So, like I said, give me a like, give me a subscribe. In the meantime, happy collecting.